this is Craig at Stumpy Grump Scale Speed Shop, and it's time for another episode of my completed builds. This one will be number 8, and will include 6 of them this time to get back into the round, get myself back into the block of 5 after this. This will be number 35 through 40. But before I get started, I want to give a shout out to Thomas, the model hobbyist, who sent me my very first shop card. I appreciate that, Thomas. Pretty cool card. It's a pretty cool thing you guys got going on here on YouTube, sending out shop cards, and this will probably be my inspiration, I guess, to get going on making my own, huh? So thanks again, Thomas, the model hobbyist, and we'll see how long it takes me to get mine made up. Might be a month or so, but on to episode 8 of my completed builds. Okay, so we'll start this one off with the Revel 1970 Pontiac Firebird. This is in 1/24 scale, so this would be an old Monogram mold that Revel re-released in their name. This one's done in white. I also did another one that's coming up next here that's in blue. But this one I used just apple barrel white, plain white, airbrushed on over a white primer. And I cleared it with my Deco Art gloss varnish. Wet sanded, polished, and waxed. The white letter tires, I believe, they either came tampo printed or you get the decals. I can't remember what they were, how they were. The Trans Am script on the sides here and on the back spoiler. I had to order a set of decals from Keith Marks to get those. The kit does not have Trans Am script decals or anything like that, so that was kind of a bummer. But there's workarounds, and that's what I did. Ordered from Keith Marks. It's got good stuff. I stripped the chrome on the wheels because I didn't want any chrome on the wheels, even to have trim rings, and then I just painted them. And the center caps are decals. The ram air decal on the scoop, that comes in the kit on the decal sheet with the stripes, obviously. Bare metal foil for all the window trim. Okay, and we'll zoom in on the engine compartment on this one, and as you can see, I did add spark plug wires. I did also add heater hoses. I also added a little hose here going from the valve cover up into the air cleaner assembly. I believe I made an alternator bracket there out of just some sheet styrene. And you see the other side. That. See, I added door locks. A shot of the interior there. Black interior, kind of hard to see. Some of the details. A little swinging around. A shot at the 400 Ram Air 4 license plates I made from Acme License Maker. We go into the driver's side. Sorry you can't see much on the gauges. You do get gauge decals, they're pretty nice. Really much in the back seat there. Area. Zoom back out here. These are pretty nice kits. They're low parts count. There's only 83 parts. so you don't get a lot of detail parts, but it still builds up. Looks like a Trans Am. You get a lot of molded in details as you saw in the engine compartment. Some decent decals to help detail it. Let's see what I did on the underneath here. I did do the red oxide for the chassis. Gave it some craft paint, dry brushing to show like maybe scrapes or use, whatever. Pick out the details and stuff. But a pretty nice kit overall. I really like this. Really like these kits. Just have to do some different detailing to it. Just, you know, detail paint it. It's just a little trickier than painting each part separate and putting it on. Okay, and up next is the Revel 1970 Pontiac Firebird in blue in 1/24 scale. Let me tip it upside down here. You can see I did about the same thing with this one that I did with the white one. The red oxide undercarriage, a little bit of craft paint weathering on the bottom, make it look scuffed a little bit maybe. Okay, and as mentioned, this one is obviously in blue. Again, I did the Trans Am script from Keith Marks. And on this rear spoiler. I used the white stripe decals on this one. You get white and blue stripe options for this. So really you can do any color you wanted and use the white stripe. I did blue. I thought about doing a couple more, buying a couple more and doing a couple more in different colors. We'll see. I might still. The Firestone wide oval. They are decals that come on the decal sheet. Okay, zooming in on this one. I did add spark plug wires again on this one as well. I did add that little hose again and some heater hoses for a little extra detail there. Most of this stuff came molded in the engine compartment, so you just have to paint around everything. Might be a little bit more difficult, but still pretty good. And the other side. I custom mixed some craft paint for the Pontiac engine blue. And once again, alternator bracket out of just some sheet styrene. Coming around to the side, I did door locks again on this one, you can see. The blue interior, you can see a little bit, some of the details a little bit better on this one. You get decals for the door handles and the doorknobs. Slip the camera out of my hand here. And we'll bring it around to the other side. Get a good shot of the dashboard better here, the gauges maybe that come with it. In the back area. zip it back out. Again, these are pretty decent kits. They go together pretty well. Low parts count, so not a lot of parts and all that kind of stuff to lose or anything like that. But overall, they're pretty decent kits for the old Monogram tooling. Really like this body style. This 70 to 73 Trans Am and Camaro body style. Really one of my favorite body styles. Like the white one, bare metal foil for the window trim. Let me flip this around and I'll show you my 70 TA license plate. Pretty fun making those from Acme license maker. So there's my pair of Trans Ams. Okay, moving on to the Revel 1966 Chevy Fleetside pickup. This one is 1/25th scale. It's a custom black cherry that I made using Deco Art Extreme Sheen Garnet and just a little bit of regular black craft paint mixed in with it to darken it a bit. The top was done in Delta Ceramic Coat Black Pearl. The tires did not come with a kit. These are parts box tires. I thought they'd look a little better than the kit tires, a little skinnier than I would like. And since how I built this to pull the trailer, the boat and trailer that I will show you next, that I painted the same color, I wanted to put a little bit wider tire on it than the skinny little things that were on it. Okay, so we'll zoom in on the engine here, and you can see I did add heater hoses, and you can see the spark plug wires. I matched the engine paint to the truck. Nicely detailed engine bay on this one. I'll swing it around to the interior, and the seat cover is on the decal sheet. That's a decal that comes on the decal sheet. I do recommend a lot of patience and a lot of decal setting solution for that one. Pretty tricky. I don't know if I put it on the right way. I don't think there's a right way or a wrong way, really. And the rest of the interior. A couple of little other decals on the back there. And around to the driver's side, you see the speedometer decal and all that stuff. It is a decal, came with it. Pretty cool, pretty nice. Pretty nice. And by the way, the wood grain in the truck bed there is a decal that comes on the decal sheet. This was a really nice kit. I'm not much for building pickup trucks, but I really enjoyed this one. Everything fit really nice. No flash, nothing like that. 112 pieces in this one, so you get some pretty good detail parts on it to help bring it out. You see the mirrors and the windshield wipers there. It has door handles and your little gas cap, the little tailgate chains back there. Really nice kit, really enjoyable kit to build. I would highly recommend this one. I wouldn't mind building another one actually. Okay, and in conjunction with building the Revell Chevy Fleetside, I built the AMT 3-in-1 customizing boat kit. Same color, the custom mix black cherry with the black pearl along the bottom part of the boat, and I did add a white pearl, you can see in the mirror part here, for the underneath of the boat. I used the kit tires for it, but I did not use the kit wheels. I used the wheels out of the Revel 1966 Chevy Suburban, the steels and the dog dish to match the tow vehicle, the truck. I can't remember where I got the tail lights from. You don't get tail lights in this kit for some reason. But I just drilled a hole in the back of the light here and put a little wire in there and drilled a hole in the fenders there and stuck the wire in there and helped to hold them on. Pretty easy. Pretty easy pleasy. Fun little kit to build. I always think it's pretty neat when you see tow vehicles pulling a boat and trailer and all that. So wanted to build one and I did. And up next is the Polar Lights Speed Racer Mach 5. From the venerable cartoon, kind of cheesy, kind of whatever from back in the day. I think we all remember that. I'm going to guess it's about 1/25th scale. Maybe it's not. I don't know. It's kind of small, but I don't think the car was that big anyways in the cartoon land. This one is a curbside, no engine or anything like that in it. It's a snap together kit. I believe there's also a glue together kit out there, but I just went ahead and bought the snap together kit and built it. I used turn signal amber, I'm pretty sure, clear yellowish color to do the lights down here. The M here is a sticker, not a decal, as is the 5s on the doors. So those are a little tricky to apply and to get the hold down. Especially the M on the on the hood there. You gotta get that right the first time. The glue together version probably has decals, but once again, this is just the snap together version. You only get the stickers. This is painted in Tamiya TS26 pure white. It is cleared with Tamiya clear. Red craft paint for the interior. Okay, I'm going to zoom in. There is no engine on this. It is a snap kit, but I will zoom in on the interior a little bit. Some detail painting. The seat belts come with it. Pretty cool. Can't really get a good look maybe at the steering wheel and the dashboard there. But we'll zoom back out. I drilled out the holes in the wheels. Instead of just painting the black in there, I drilled them out. Just a fun little kit. You know, if you're a Speed Racer fan from way back when, I highly recommend you get one or the other, just to have this one sitting around. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to have around. Okay, we'll finish things off for this round with the Monogram Ferrari Daytona Spider. This one is in 1/24 scale. Pretty basic kit, but I kind of had to do a few things to it to get it to resemble the movie car I was trying to emulate, the Gumball rally car that famously raced the Shelby Cobra through most of the movie. I had to get the wheels and tires. I had to buy a Monogram Ferrari Testarossa kit for those. Was the other ones. I custom made the fog lights there using pieces of styrene, and I downloaded the Chevy driving light emblem. Had that saved, and I sized it and printed it out and glued it on. Not really much for decals on this one. I did make the gumball plate. Bare metal foil for the trim. It is painted in Tamiya TS8 Italian red, cleared with Tamiya TS13 clear. I used the Tamiya clear orange for the lights here, and clear orange and clear red for the tail lights. Okay, I'm going to zoom in on the interior on this, and there is no engine in this one. I built it as a curbside. It came with the small block Chevy engine, not the Ferrari engine, so I just didn't even bother. You see the interior. Zooming in a little bit, see the dash. I had to hand paint the gauges. No decals for the gauges. And you see the door panel. It's pretty basic, but for what I wanted it to do, it did the trick. I'll zoom back out. Generally speaking, this was an okay kit. It comes with a Chevy 350 engine, so I didn't put an engine in it, so it's curbside. There's nothing under the hood. I kind of used about half the exhaust. It comes with a catalytic converter. I don't know if you can see it down here in the mirror reflection here, but I just cut the exhaust off and put the back end of the exhaust on because it hung down almost to the ground as kitted, so that didn't look right. So no engine. I didn't worry about the exhaust too much. I was just worried about the final finished look coming out the back. Interior and everything went together okay, pretty decent. The boot fits on pretty good. Outside of that, can't really say anything else too much about the kit. I used some of the engine parts for other things, so I didn't have a full engine anyway, so no big deal there. But it looks the part to me and goes good with the other two Gumball rally cars, so I'm pretty happy. This is Craig at Stumpy Grump Scale Speed Shop, signing off, saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.